Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on any important updates. Today, I'm bringing you some exciting news that could impact a lot of people in the UK, particularly those who are getting ready to retire or are already retired. We've got word from the Department for Work and Pensions, DWP, and it's something that could make a huge difference to your finances. You might have heard the buzz, but I'm here to break it down for you and explain everything you need to know. Yes, you heard it right, there's a £230 state pension increase set to take effect in April 2025. That's right, a massive rise in how much the government will be paying out to those on the state pension, but the big question is, are you eligible for this increase? And what does it mean for you and your financial future? Let's dive in. For many people in the UK, the state pension is a vital source of income once you reach retirement age. It's one of the main safety nets that help pensioners get by, and with the rising costs of living, particularly over the last few years, the government has acknowledged that those relying on the state pension need more support. Inflation, higher food costs, soaring energy bills, all of these factors have put a strain on pensioners, so this announcement from the DWP is welcome news for many. The planned £230 increase is set to boost pension payments significantly, making it one of the most substantial rises in recent years. Now, that's something worth talking about, right? Whether you're already receiving the state pension or you're gearing up to claim it soon, this is important information you won't want to miss. Let's talk about what this increase actually looks like in practice. Currently, the amount of state pension you receive depends on two main types, the basic state pension and the new state pension. Both of these pensions will be affected by the upcoming changes, but how much you receive will vary depending on which one you qualify for. For the basic state pension, if you reached state pension age before April 6, 2016, you'll fall under this category, and for those who reached pension age after this date, the new state pension applies. So, the £230 increase will apply to both groups, but the exact rise will depend on the amount you currently receive. For people on the new state pension, the full amount as of today stands at around £203, 85p per week, and after the increase, that will go up to approximately £434, 65p per week. Now, that's a significant bump, and that could have a huge positive impact on pensioners who are struggling to cover their living expenses. The basic state pension will also see a similar increase, going from £141, 85p per week to around £371, 85p per week. So, when you break it down, the £230 increase per month is going to make a real difference to people who depend on their state pension as their main source of income. But it's not just about the flat £230 increase, it's about the long-term benefit of this change. You see, pensions are meant to help people maintain their standard of living after they retire, and with inflation constantly eating away at people's purchasing power, the government's decision to increase the pension payments is a step in the right direction. It's a way to help pensioners cope with the rising cost of living, and it comes at a time when many have been worried about their financial futures, especially after the pandemic and the economic disruptions that followed. But here's the big question: who will benefit from this increase? Who exactly is eligible to receive this £230 boost, and how do you know if you're in line for it? Well, it all comes down to national insurance contributions. To qualify for the full state pension, whether it's the basic or new state pension, you need to have a certain number of qualifying years of national insurance contributions. For the new state pension, which applies to people who reached state pension age after April 6, 2016, you need to have paid at least 35 years of national insurance contributions to receive the full amount. If you have fewer than 35 years, you'll get a reduced amount, but don't worry, even if you don't have 35 years, the increase will still apply, and your pension will be boosted based on your qualifying years. So, for instance, if you've paid 30 years of contributions, you'll still see an increase, but it won't be as much as someone who has the full 35 years. However, this increase is still significant for anyone who's worked and paid into the system. For those receiving the basic state pension, which applies to people who reached retirement age before 2016, you'll need to have made at least 30 years of national insurance contributions to receive the full amount. Again, the increase will apply to people with fewer than 30 years of contributions, but the exact amount will vary depending on how much you've contributed. So, if you've had periods where you weren't able to work, or if you had gaps in your national insurance contributions, it's important to check your record and fill in any gaps if possible. The government allows people to make voluntary national insurance contributions, which can help you top up your record and ensure you're getting the full pension that you're entitled to. If you've had children or periods of illness where you didn't work, you might still be able to get credit for those years, so it's worth investigating to make sure you're getting what you deserve. Now, what about people who are close to retirement or about to claim their state pension? Will they be able to benefit from this £230 increase? The answer is yes. If you're approaching retirement age after April 2025, you will definitely see the increase in your pension payments. In fact, this increase is being rolled out for everyone who will start claiming their state pension from April 2025 onwards, so it's not just for people already receiving it. Whether you've just turned 60 or you're about to reach the official pension age, this increase is going to help you, and it's going to make a difference. So, for anyone who's nearing retirement, this is a great time to start thinking about your finances and making sure you're in the best possible position for when you do start receiving your state pension. But it's not just about the people who are already receiving the state pension or the ones who are about to claim it. This change could have a ripple effect on everyone in the country. The government's decision to increase the state pension isn't just about giving people more money, it's about acknowledging that pensioners need more support in today's economy. The rising cost of living is a huge issue, and the government needs to ensure that people who have worked all their lives don't fall into poverty once they retire. That's why this increase is such an important move, and it's something that could help millions of people feel more secure and less worried about their financial futures. Now, you might be wondering, why is the government doing this? Why is there suddenly such a big increase in the state pension? The answer is simple: inflation and the rising cost of living. Over the past few years, many pensioners have struggled to make ends meet, with their pension payments not keeping up with the rising prices of food, energy, and other essential goods. This increase is a direct response to the economic pressures that people are facing, and it's part of a broader effort to ensure that pensioners can live with dignity and security in their later years. The government is also aware of the growing political importance of pensioners, who are a key demographic, especially with elections coming up. This increase could be seen as part of a strategy to secure support among older voters who may feel overlooked or neglected in the face of economic challenges. So, what should you do now? Well, the first thing you should do is check your national insurance record. Make sure you're up to date with your contributions and that you don't have any gaps. If you do have gaps, it's worth looking into whether you can make voluntary contributions to fill those gaps. This will ensure that you're getting the full amount of state pension you're entitled to. If you're approaching retirement, this increase is going to be a big help, but it's still important to make sure your retirement plans are in good shape. Take a moment to review your finances and think about how you can supplement your state pension with personal savings or investments. And if you're younger and thinking ahead, start planning for your future now, because the earlier you start saving and contributing to a pension scheme, the better off you'll be when it's time to retire. In conclusion, the announcement of the £230 increase in the state pension is big news, and it's a great step towards supporting pensioners who are facing difficult economic conditions. Whether you're already receiving your state pension or you're preparing for it, this increase could make a real difference. So, take the time to check your national insurance record, review your retirement plans, and make sure you're ready for this upcoming change. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay updated with all the latest news. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this in the comments. Do you think the £230 increase is enough, or is it just a small step in the right direction? Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.